Hey guys, how's it going? There's something I need to inform you guys of, isn't there? Alright. I keep on running into this fat cop and a lot of lookalikes of this guy. A blonde guy, white hairish, with, he's fat, and, there's different heights and sizes of this individual. Now, one of the interesting aspects of my experience in 1991 was that I was pretty depressed. I had gone through some serious situations, and I had a math class. I remember the teacher. It was extended math or something. But I remember the Gulf War very clearly, and remember like scenes from the Gulf War like extremely extremely clearly. There was a stint. I don't remember exactly when I saw this, what day it was, but I remember like they were showing tanks going across sand in the Gulf on TV, and there was this guy. He was in a Jeep. There was a tank, and then there was a Jeep. In the Jeep, there was a white male. He was kind of obese, but not necessarily. He had blue eyes. I remember him kind of turning, and white hair, and his facial features were very distinct. From memory, he looks Russian, but he's not. Now, what's happening? What I'm not quite sure. How in the fuck to say this to you? But I run into this a lookalike of this guy that I saw on TV in high school in 1991 in several different states in the United States. And I ran into several heights of the same guy here in Florida. These people have invaded the United States and are wearing our troops. Dumbass. My father keeps saying the word peso, and he's trying to get like a British turn on shit. This man, I don't know what the hell this man's trying to do. But my father is Cuban. He says dólar. Cubans don't say the word peso at all. They keep robbing me of my crap and giving it to the cocaine dealer across the street, who also happens to be a filmmaker, who is probably a dead guy. Now, real quick note. Yeah, in the past I've accused the police of genocide. Well, I also accused them of being involved in the 9/11 attacks. Since I fractured my skull and all I did was sew up my lip, at the hospital. They didn't want to work with my skull or anything. They didn't check my head, they didn't give me x-rays, they didn't do anything. They're just murdering as many civilians as they possibly can. And I live in screaming layered hell. I have a cybernetic implant, and I was in the United States military with this shit going on. They don't scan people for bugs at all. They don't give a shit. These people are dead, man. Like implants, they don't scan people for internal implants. Now, regards to a cybernetic implant, you can't have one of those in your body and expect it, once it's removed, you will more than likely go into a coma if you're not properly treated, which includes life support until your nerves regenerate due to reduction in conductivity due to excessive activity from the bionic implant. The human body cannot tolerate that. These people have been, saying that they can read minds, going against every law of the United States, and they're implanted. They've implanted themselves with this crap. They're dead, and they do cocaine, which means they have increased electrical traffic between their implants and the nerves by about 75%. Which means that once this stuff is removed, our invaders are dead. Unfortunately, so is about 75 to 80% of America's civilian population, and it started here in Florida. They ended up implanting me on, I don't, probably somewhere in December of 2000, and they activated the torture scheme at 2001 for psychological and physical control, as well as for torture control. And they used my implant in order to collaborate and to coordinate the 9/11 attacks. Since then, I have received no assistance whatsoever. I am in need of a hospital, not of some Middle Eastern terrorist sitting there trying to prove that these things cannot be removed, and when it's their bread and butter. We need a hospital. Big time. The cops have murdered the entire state of Florida with this shit. These people cannot naturally read minds. It's with an implant. The people who say that to you is a dead person. Unfortunately, the people they're saying it to are usually implanted as well, because the interface doesn't function very well in other ways. The cops are letting these people do whatever they want, because the cops are also dead. If I am seeing the same guy from 1991 who was probably taken prisoner of war, probably had a 6-month duty in the Gulf War, and then which was enough time in order to be used for DNA therapy, and send him and all of his clones, which were actually Middle Eastern terrorists, back into the United States to start killing individuals whom this higher ranking individual, apparently because he looked higher ranking, from this freaking TV newscast, that I distinctly remember, because it caught me by surprise to actually see an American tank, and a Jeep going going across the desert in a tank. It was something I had never seen before. I never seen like a physical engagement. It didn't cross my mind that they were on their way here to kill us, but they were. In regards to my family here, in order for me to protect myself, I went ahead and did something really idiotic, which is I sent urine to the FBI in order to give them my DNA, so these people cannot steal my home. It is like the only way. And they are killing us. I am off kilter. They injected me with urine and other crap. They gave me brain damage, and they've been robbing me, as in they stole jewelry, and they've been stealing like bank account information and passwords and whatever they can get their hands on, including my intellectual property like screenplays and artwork and mechanical designs, and they were demanding that I design them a bomb and build them a bomb. And they were demanding that I turn my car into a tank, and that it was their car, and that, turn my house into a base, that it's their base. It is not. And the President of the United States is going through his own personal hell. Yeah, I sympathize with the guy in a way, but, he's talking about the shutdown's been a few weeks. For me, I've been going through this for 18 years with this invasion. And I've got military personnel demanding that I become a Foley in order to assist them in the rest and genocide of the remaining American citizens in the United States, and putting them all in a coma and killing them. These people have no regard for men, women, or children. And some of them are actors. Right now, I'm trying to kick this son of a bitch out of my house, but I've been attempting to get assistance from the Department of Justice in order to get a job. And they've been taking their own sweet time, just waiting for the country to die from a coma from cybernetic implants for real. Stressing people out on the internet in order to increase electrical conductivity within the nervous connections between the brain and the body. The stress is intended specifically to murder you.